Over the last couple of days, West Asia has been pushed to the brink. What began as a diplomatic warning quickly snowballed into one of the fastest and most consequential escalations the region has seen in decades. Deadlines were issued, back-channel diplomacy were activated, intelligence agencies shifted into high gear, and before the world could fully grasp the pace of events, the heart of Tehran struck. Many are still asking how everything unfolded with such speed. In this session, I'll break it down for you. On February 19, 2026, U.S. President Donald Trump delivered a blunt ultimatum to Iran. Washington demanded the total dismantling of Iran's nuclear program, an end to uranium enrichment, sharp limits on the ballistic missile development program, and lastly, the severing of support for regional allies and proxies, including Hezbollah, the Houthis, and Hamas in Yemen. The message was unmistakable: comply or brace for consequences. 7 days later, on February 26th, Iranian and Western negotiators head to Geneva under Omani mediation, hoping to salvage a compromise before the clock ran out. But by the end of the talks, the effort collapsed under the weight of these irreconcilable demands. No deal emerged, and the silence that followed was deafening. Back in Tehran, contingency plans quietly shifted from theory to practice. With diplomacy faltering, the Iranian leadership prepared for a far harsher scenario. However, things took a dramatic turn on February 27th. The Israeli Mossad intercepted highly confidential information pointing to a concentrated leadership gathering to be chaired by Khamenei himself on the next day. At the same time, the Central Intelligence Agency intensified its surveillance of Beit-e-Rahibi, which is the official residence of the supreme leader. According to emerging accounts, advanced data analysis, pattern mapping, and real-time reconnaissance using AI were fused to build a detailed picture of movements inside the complex, aided by insider moles planted by Mossad in the IRGC. The clock ticked. In the wee hours of February 28th, Khamenei reportedly rose from his underground quarters, performed morning routine prayers, and then moved to an upper-level meeting room. Waiting there was the core of Iran's military and political establishment: Defense Minister Aziz Nasserzadeh, Chief of the General Staff Abdelrahim Mousavi, senior advisors, and according to reports, several members of his family were within the residence. Rarely had so much of the system's leadership been gathered in one place. By mid-morning, around 9 a.m. local time, Allied strike groups were activated. What followed unfolded in minutes, but echoed instantly across the globe. Precision munitions slammed into the compound in central Tehran, with reports suggesting dozens of strikes aimed squarely at the leadership enclave. The destruction was swift and overwhelming, reducing the complex to rubbles and plunging the Iranian capital into shock. In the immediate aftermath, Iranian state media sought to steady the nation, insisting the supreme leader had survived. However, the narrative shifted dramatically hours later when the U.S. president publicly confirmed Khamenei's death, branding him one of the most evil figures of modern history. The Iran state media would later bite the bullet and confirm the unthinkable to the nation. With the supreme leader gone, the question of succession loomed large. President Masoud Pezeshkian, who survived the strike, stepped forward to project continuity and calm, while veteran politician Ali Larijani emerged as a senior civilian figure working to stabilize the system. As tensions continues to ripple across the Middle East, the next few days will be for the history books.